Hello cruel world, welcome back to Man Explaining Badly. Welcome back to the Whatever You Watch It show with me, Joe Blogs. More like Joe Vlogs, am I right? Oh god, I hate myself. Anyway, here we are with another one that arguably nobody wanted and most definitely nobody asked for. Yeah, I get this was supposed to be weekly, but it's sort of bi-weekly at the moment. I mean, hey, look at the channel name. Don't say I didn't warn you. Anyway, let's get this started. So on the 15th of April, the Woolwich Ferry started doing donuts in the River Thames in support of the healthcare workers. What the hell does that do? Yep, bet those nurses and doctors are going to be really spurred on to save lives because they saw a big spinning boat in the middle of a disgusting brown river. There was also the clap for the key workers again, except this time people decided to go to Westminster Bridge all together in one big group surrounded by policemen. Nope, not at all counterproductive to have a national lockdown and then gather masses of people together once a week. Don't know what you're talking about. The whole point of the clap for the key workers was to show support and gratitude for the people tasked with saving millions of people's lives. What you've done there is make their jobs harder and more stressful because you're actively disobeying the physical distancing rules that have been put in place in order to make their jobs easier.
Oh yes, but it's nice to see people coming together.
Be that as it may, doing it physically as opposed to virtually at this point in human history is a terrible idea and could be potentially deadly, so get off your high horse. Is that the right use of that? The following day, on the 16th of April, Florida decided to reopen its beaches. Or as it could be put, Florida man kills his own citizens because of an incredible lack of common sense. That same day, the governor of Nairobi, Mike Sonko, decided to put Hennessy in their COVID-19 care packages and justified it as throat sanitizer. He said that the World Health Organization conducted research that concluded alcohol plays a major role in killing the coronavirus, something that the WHO themselves vehemently disagree with. Governor Sonko, by the way, was last year arrested on corruption charges. I'm really not sure who to side with here. Corrupt alcoholic governor or a UN specialised agency? It's a tough one. Maybe he's an all-knowing virus guru. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? You know what? I'll sleep on it. I'll sleep on it. Just another quick thing on that, Hennessy themselves had to put out a disclaimer and say that the consumption of their brand does not protect against the coronavirus, just to make damn certain everyone knows. You know what? I think that swayed me. That's tipped me over the edge. I'm Team WHO for sure now. In other news, we had National High Five Day fall on April 16th as well, which was fun to see, especially when you Google it. One of the related questions is, how many high fives do you need a day? To which the answer is obviously, that depends. If you've attempted a high five, but haven't quite got the right connection, then you need as many high fives as it possibly takes in order to get that right. That's just a rule. I don't make them up, that's just a rule. Just some other things I saw that day. There was Jeff Bezos making $24 billion due to his stake in Amazon, while at the same time asking the public to donate to Amazon's coronavirus relief fund. And we had Trump thinking Chinatown was an actual place in China. Just an average week in 2020. I did want to quickly talk about Captain Tom Moore. I'm sure you've seen him all over social media these past few weeks, and there's a very good reason for that. He's a now 100-year-old former officer of the British Army, with his 100th birthday actually being on the day that this is recorded, the 30th of April. He decided, for charity, to walk 100 laps of his 25-metre garden in 10-lap chunks before he hit 100 years old. Captain Moore says this was to thank the people who helped him through his cancer treatment and with his broken hip. His fundraiser on Just Giving had a mere goal of £1,000. Not only was that hit, it was completely obliterated. A day after he'd completed the challenge, the figure was at £17 million. At the time of writing and recording, that's now around 30 million. It's an absolutely extraordinary feat and the man is an absolute legend. It's the largest single fundraiser amount in the history of Just Giving, so Just Giving themselves donated £100,000 to the cause. And now over 500,000 people have signed a petition to get him knighted. We can only hope he gets it. Also last week, there was a Guardian article which was released where they spoke to David Nabarro, a professor of global health at the Imperial College London. He said that you don't necessarily develop a vaccine that's safe and effective against every virus, and so for the foreseeable future we're going to have to go through our daily lives with the virus as a constant threat. This is being said alongside the news story that UK ministers are currently trying to ease the lockdown, so not sure how that's going to work. In other depressing news, you'll never be famous, the Easter Bunny killed itself, and I'm making more of these videos. It's a weird game of two truths and a lie when nobody knows any of the answers. Next up, we had to mention him, Boris Johnson. He missed 5 consecutive emergency meetings in the build-up to the coronavirus pandemic. Although Cobra meetings aren't always attended by prime ministers, during a crisis, they usually are. The Sunday Times quoted one unnamed senior advisor who said, "There was a real sense he didn't do urgent crisis planning. He only attended a meeting on March 5th, which was obviously too late." On January 24th, Boris managed to miss a Cobra meeting, but attend a Chinese New Year dragonized ritual. Cool story. Needs more dragons. Wait, no. There's an Oxford medical team who are hoping to have 1 million doses of a potential vaccine by September. The only trouble is, we don't know whether it'll work or whether it will work but be unsafe. As far as I know, they've injected 2 patients who are the first European tests for the coronavirus vaccine. However, it's not likely that a fully fledged vaccine will actually be here by the end of the year. There was a rumour going around that the first person injected with the vaccine actually died. Can confirm, they did not. Can also confirm, if you're spreading baseless rumours about somebody dying, you're a monumental twat. On the topic of out-of-the-blue death rumours, there was a CNN report that Kim Jong-un was in grave condition after a botched heart surgery. He hadn't been seen for a few weeks prior. However, South Korea disputed all these claims and said there's no unusual signs regarding his health. North Korea marked the anniversary of Kim Jong-un's grandfather's birthday, who's the founding father of the country, but he wasn't in attendance. Kim Jong-un, that is, not the dead guy. Well, according to some people, that's both of them. He's not dead. Kim Jong-un, that is. Well, I assume his grandfather Kim Il-sung is. Doesn't matter. Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro attended an anti-coronavirus rally on the April 19th in Brasilia. He didn't wear a mask and coughed several times while speaking to the crowd. Why are all these world leaders with significant economical and political influence so absolutely fucking brain dead? Also, just quickly thought I'd mention, the current Russian Prime Minister has also contracted the coronavirus. We all know who that is. Say it with me now. Mikhail Mishustin. Wait, that wasn't... Never mind. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle cut ties with some of the major British tabloids this past week. They said they aren't going to offer themselves up as currency for an economy of clickbait and distortion. You know what? I think that's completely fair enough. Especially when those tabloids include, no prizes for guessing, the Daily Express, the Daily Mirror and the Daily Mail. Wow, who would have thunk it? Anyway, quick change of topic onto the best headline I've ever seen. Oregon zoo otter, known for slam dunking and self-pleasuring, oh aren't we all, dies at age 20. It is a very sad day though, or was. I mean, every day is a sad day at the moment.
Wait, depression.
In other news, TV soap opera Neighbours will resume filming, but with no physical contacts and no extras will be used. Hooray, we're all saved. Our boredom is collectively cured. In UK coronavirus news, the reported death toll is just upwards of 20,000. However, according to a Financial Times report, the actual number is over twice that. Contrastingly, in New Zealand, they reported that at that same time they had 6 new cases and 1 new death, which brought their total death toll up to 13. I haven't even got jokes here. The New Zealand government have been doing a fantastic job. Earth Day fell on April 22nd. I'm sure there's a planet collapse joke in there somewhere. On that same day, the University of Louisville announced that they had developed a technology believed to block the novel coronavirus from infecting human cells. So that's positive news. Don't say I'm all doom and gloom. Also on the 22nd, at least 19 people in Wisconsin who either voted in person or worked for the polls for the April 7th primary election have tested positive for the coronavirus. Now I know some people won't know what the hell I'm talking about, but in the NFL, Tom Brady just signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers down in Florida. Obviously, he has to also abide by the lockdown rules. One official in Tampa said that they caught a man in one of the parks while it was closed. That man? Tom Brady. Then there was another report that somebody had walked straight through an unlocked front door into a stranger's house. Who did that? Tom Brady! Although it is worth saying that obviously it was by accident and he was actually intending to visit the house next door. Subjectively entertaining nonetheless. On the 24th of April, Donald, America's top infectious disease expert, Trump, said that he disagreed with the notion that America needed to ramp up the amount of tests they're doing. That was something said by US President Anthony Fauci. Oh, well, I've got that the wrong way around. Who knows. That was as the number of reported coronavirus deaths in America hitting 50,000. It's also worth saying that that same day, Trump actually suggested drinking bleach to kill off the virus. Not making it up, Like seriously, that actually happened. And obviously afterwards there were doctors saying that you most assuredly should not do that. But obviously they had to go and treat patients that listened to him and guess what? Actually fucking did it. I have no words. Although Trump then said afterwards that he was being sarcastic, which is obviously bullshit. Go look up the press conference if you want. Claiming sarcasm is an extraordinary reach. You know it's not true because it meant that Trump had the intellectual upper hand in the room. The last time that happened, it was just a conversation between him and Don Jr., which I have a feeling ended with one telling the other that they loved them, with the response probably being, okay, we're done here. The World Health Organization said that there's currently no evidence that recovery from the coronavirus prevents reinfection, with a global death toll being over 200,000 and US cases alone being over 1 million. On that, it is worth mentioning as well that over 1 million people have reportedly recovered worldwide from it. However, it is weird to see that there's so many cases in a country where Southern Californians flock to a beach to escape a heatwave, even while there was a stay-at-home order that was implemented just a month prior. You won't be surprised to hear, as previously mentioned, it happened just a week or so prior in Florida. Trump apparently received more than a dozen warnings about the coronavirus in January and February, but still decided to do nothing about it. Because of course he didn't. Vice President Mike motherfucker Pence, who's in charge of the COVID response, visited the Mayo Clinic the other day, which requires all patients and visitors to wear a face mask. So, he didn't wear a face mask. Because of course he didn't. He said he wanted to talk to the healthcare professionals and be able to look them in the eye. Yes, because of those famous eye and speech blocking face masks. What an absolute dumbass. And finally, Elon Musk has called stay-at-home orders fascist and likened them to forcibly imprisoning people in their homes, which is also dumb.
Oh no, I disagreed with meme overlord Elon. Ah!
Fact is, he's wrong. The lockdown is there to prevent the spread of a contagious, deadly virus. It's not some kind of mega societal control plan. Jesus Christ. But hey, it's not like Elon Musk to throw out completely random insults and accusations that are way off base. That's the video done. Thanks for sticking this one out. Like and subscribe if you feel it's worth it. Stay safe.